Food dance, where'd that come from?
When we're doing food well in a restaurant, it really is a dance. It is about everyone having their part and making sure we don't run into each other, and it flows incredibly well. And we also use that word dance to have people take food to the guests from the kitchen. So it's incorporated into our lingo.
For our masterpiece, we start with fresh ingredients. Take it away, chef.
Okay, so we're going to start with some fresh local greens, pistachios, candy striped beets, barrage flowers, and then our house citronette, and then our beet terrine that we'll be adding on to it after we do this.
As we plate it.
As we plate
yes.
it.
So what's the art of getting the beet from here to there?
To this size. So we use this piece of equipment here in the kitchen that we call a mandolin. It's basically something that gives you a nice consistent and even size cut. We use it on the terrine and we use it on the garnish for it. So it entails taking and making a flatter surface on, and then we run it over. I'll try not to. Because I've watched many of you guys cut themselves on these, though. They are very dangerous, but
the goal is to be as flat as
thin and nice and even, and
yes.
nice and even is the goal.
And that's
on
a fresh beet.
It's a fresh beet. It's raw. We haven't cooked this at all, and we're just gonna make some nice even cuts with it, slowly rotating it as we cut, so that we maintain a nice, even, and uniform.
Wow.
Shape.
And will a customer eat these beets?
Oh yeah, they'll eat these nice and fresh, and we'll cut these each day, not to order, but they'll be made sliced ahead of time, so that they can be plated as we go.
Again, freshness.
Freshness is the key to that.
Okay, so I'm going to try one.
So you can just. So the texture of it is really important because you have soft and luscious with the goat cheese and then the cooked beets, and then you have something that's a little bit more crunchy. It's sweet, earthy.
Because I'm not a beet person. This is very surprisingly good.
Yep. So they're.
I'm going to clean my plate. Let's go into more about maybe the philosophy of how it used to be to how you're practicing today.
Okay. So back when you lived on the farm, I'm talking many, many, many years ago, and they would harvest and then preserve, right? So that craft of doing that is back in the world. So we're preserving food, we're pickling, we're fermenting, we're butchering, we're making our own sausages, we're making our own breads in a very slow, controlled environment with our own starters. It takes about 24 hours to make a loaf of bread here. Actually 48 if you count the day before you started to do it. A lot of handwork. But that's so important that we can control the entire experience from the beginning to the end. So. Yeah, I think the art of it is the art of making it all work together as much as it is the beauty of the bread is gorgeous, and we make the best baguettes in all of Michigan, quite frankly. Little
plug there.
Yeah,
that's good.
Well, they're French style baguettes. They're really beautiful.
You gotta love your own product.
Yeah.
And now it's time to plate. Serve me
So
up.
it's time to plate. So we're gonna take some of this. These fresh greens, and we're going to use these as the base for the salad. We like to take and use all different elements when we're making a salad.
That's why everything's organized here and ready.
So exactly.
All right, so what happens next?
So we're going to take our greens, we're going to put them in our bowl, and we're going to take a little bit of our citronette dressing, and we're going to toss that together.
With your tongs.
With our tongs.
What's in that dressing?
It's orange juice, lemon juice, lime juice, olive oil, and salt and pepper.
Okay,
and we make a nice emulsion with it.
I've lost my chef.
I'm sorry.
Okay.
Citrus. Left my beets someplace else. So, and then we're going to take some of our beets and we're going to add it in there.
Okay, just kind of one at a time here?
Yeah, we want 5 or 6 or whatever. It doesn't really matter.
You don't eat one you put down.
No, and we're going to add the dressing on there to just kind of help pull some of that earthy flavor, citrus and sweet and you know, it's the elements together blend very well.
And that comes, the dressing comes with as you serve it, right?
Yep.
okay.
So here, and then
now,
we'll take it and we'll arrange it on our plate.
what's the art to arranging?
Just getting a nice balance of, you know, you don't want too much of the beets on there because, you know,
Too much is not a good thing.
Too much
Right.
always is not a
Right.
good thing. And you want color, so the color of it kind of helps pop some
Presentation.
of it. Presentation.
Right.
Okay.
Okay, good. And then what comes next? I bet
And
we're going to go pistachio
Yeah,
next.
we can go the pistachio.
Okay. Oh,
So if you want to go ahead and put the pistachios on.
all around it?
So the pistachio adds that element of crunch to it. It adds and bolsters the flavor of everything together.
Yeah.
So.
Now, the farm to table. Take me through that process.
So we decide on which farmers we want to work with based on their integrity, their like values, their taste of their food, which is the most important piece, and whether they'll deliver how that piece works. We used to go pick everything up from the farmers market and actually drive out to certain farms. Now we're big enough that people are delivering to us. And why do we do that? Because that's where the flavor is. So we try to keep things as fresh as possible.
Next.
And then we have our wonderful terrine that we've made ahead of time.
Here to this.
Okay.
What is this called?
So this is our beet and goat cheese terrine. We've roasted beets and then we've shaved them once again on the mandolin.
Right.
We take them and we air dry them overnight in the cooler on wire racks. And then we have a terrine mold that we use, and we layer it in there between, you know, a layer of beets, a layer of the cheese mixture, a layer of beets until we get up to the top. We start out with the red, obviously, because the red's on the bottom, and now it's on the top as we flip it.
Kind of double beets here.
Yeah, and that keeps the golden layer from becoming the red layer as well. So,
So you're going to basically lift up.
so we're going to take a nice piece and cut here. Okay. But you can place this on here really however you want. We like to usually
There
take
it is there.
and put it on at you know, at an angle or, you know.
And last but not least,
Last but not least, we're going to use our barrage flowers.
barrage flour.
Yep, so this adds just a nice little bit of blue to it, which kind of helps pop the red and the white.
Wow.
So I actually get my kids to eat these like this because I don't know why, but they like it with the goat cheese.
Yeah,
So
good.
I don't question that when
Good.
I get them to eat beets. So
It's all
So
fresh and it's all made
it's
by
all
you.
fresh and it's made by me here at Food Dance.
All right, let's have two.
All right.
Dig in.
Sounds good.
Okay.